Morning all, 90 days to Ironman. Just on my way to the gym for a 45-mile ride, endurance ride at a comfortable pace. Going to incorporate some hill work in there as well and some high resistance stuff. Feeling good today, excited about the ride. To pass the time, downloaded a number of podcasts. Today I will be listening to Rich Roll's podcast. Downloaded a few episodes before I left home. Training outside for me is very different to training indoors. Outside it's being with nature and enjoying the scenery, whereas indoors I find particularly boring. Sitting there plodding for 45 miles, a couple of hours, is not what I would consider exciting. So to pass the time, or to utilise the time, I'll be learning. Not sure what's on the podcast. A bit of a surprise, which always keeps things interesting. Had my porridge this morning. Porridge, blueberries and a banana. I like to keep it nice and simple in the morning, nothing too complex. I've seen some guys consuming steaks and salads and things like that. For me it's just about quick and easy. The last thing I want to be doing in the morning is cooking for 20-30 minutes. I really want to be up and out within 20 minutes. Just had a recap yesterday over the last 10 days. I looked at my charts, which I'm going to post at the end, all my body stats, my exertion rates, all through the Garmin website, the Garmin feature that you get with the watch. And I've seen a steady progression. More so just looking back over the last month, but the last 10 days obviously the training has increased. Also had a scour on the internet yesterday at other people's training programs, although they very much seem to be the same. Found a couple of new and interesting swim sets which I'm going to incorporate later in the program, predominantly when I'm going to be doing the brick sessions, which starts in week 3 and 4. Did a couple of reviews yesterday, one on a book, Training Food, which is still stirring in my mind. Rennie McGregor, or Rennie, I hope I pronounced that right. But yeah, some of the stuff that she said in the book is always, is playing on my mind, and I'm thinking about it, and it's spurring more thoughts. And then I did a review on my on trainers yesterday, which is really gutting, really, that they've started to wear around those areas. And I don't think it's because I've got a particularly wide foot. I just think it's because the material is so light. Because the integrity of the rest of the shoe is really good. I know they've brought out a version 2, so they may have made some changes to that, but as a trainer I was particularly impressed. I'm also going to be reviewing my Brooks Adrenaline GTS 5s, I think they are, in the next couple of weeks. Really racking up the miles in those at the moment. And although a road trainer, I've been using them off-road a little bit as well, so hopefully the review will be a bit diverse in that respect. And again, it's always very interesting, it's always very difficult to gauge with trainers because they're quite an expensive outlay. and you don't really want to be buying twice or 3 times over the space of your training period. You just want to find a good pair of trainers that work for you. And I had a gait analysis done a few weeks previously, and it showed that I overpronate quite a bit. So that's the reason why I went with the adrenalines, because they seem to stabilise the foot a lot more, and I was getting some problems with the outside of my IT band on the right hand side. I think that was more so not my trainers but more my running style and where I was running. I was running quite a bit of cross country round that way, so all the pressure was going to the right side of the body. I think they call that runner's knee from memory, but now I mix them up, so I go, some ways one day one way, another day the other way, so I make sure that I mix up my training. There's a conscious effort to do that to preserve my knees. Muscles feeling okay. Last night got the roller on my right calf, was feeling slightly tender. Again, I'm not particularly worried about that. There's no concern. I think it's just the amount of training I'm doing. Today I will be hydrating. I'm taking 2 bottles of water in, a banana and a nut and seed mix bar to have over the space of the time. Again, I'm introducing bars, just really trying to see what they like, see how my body digests them and how it feels. Not following a set program at the moment. Again, I just want to keep things really simple for the time being and see how I get on. So that's it. 45-minute spin on the bike, listening to Rich Roll's podcasts. If you haven't heard of Rich Roll, or you're not listening to his stuff, it's really interesting. He's a vegan ultra runner. Good story. I'll put the link actually in the details below, so you can sign up to that. He's on iTunes. He's also on YouTube as well. Got a really good following there, and interviews a number of different people on a weekly basis. So that's it for me. I'll see you in a couple of hours. So that's it, 45 mile ride done for the day. First 20 miles were probably harder than the last 25. I don't know whether that's because I found my pace, my rhythm, or what really. An hour and 57 minutes. I was going at about 110 RPM the majority of the way, then it dropped down to 80 RPM when I was doing the hill sprints or hill climbs. Got through 2 bottles of water, banana and a nut and seed bar. Managed to watch a bit of the Kona World Championships after one of the podcasts from Rich Roll, so that was quite good. Just off now home, grab some food, and I think out with the family for the rest of the day. So that's it. 1 training session in the day. Tomorrow I've got 2. Post training, nutrition, nice and simple. Some leftover sweet potato chips from last night. 3 fried eggs, topped with some rock salt. Quick and easy salad. So you've got mixed baby leaves, balsamic glaze, onion and garlic powder, and chopped prunes. So that's it for today. 90 days to Ironman, into the 80s tomorrow. Not much really to report today apart from this morning's 45 mile ride. Tomorrow I've got a 10 mile run in the morning, and then I think an 1800 metre swim tomorrow evening. just focusing really at the moment on resting the body, catching up on some sleep. I actually fell asleep earlier on the sofa for an hour, which is a rarity for me. Just think it's the body's way of telling me that I need to perhaps catch up on some sleep. So I'm just trusting how I feel. Just about to tuck into dinner. I've got a steak, a ribeye, which is my favourite, salad and some sweet potatoes. Yeah, so that's it. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and please remember to leave some comments below. Follow us on Facebook, and let me know how you're getting on, if you're training at the moment for something. I really like interacting with everyone, so yeah, let me know how you're getting on, and thanks again.